Okay, so yesterday I decided to spend a small fortune and buy all the fluids for my 2003 Polaris 500. I also got a belt. I don't know if those bottles are lined with gold or what, but they're pretty expensive. 60 bucks for the fluids. Alright, so let's get started. I'm always amazed at how many people I know take their wheelers in for simple things like fluid changes. So I thought I'd make a little video on how to do it because it's probably one of the easiest things you can do for your machine. Okay, so this is a 9/16. I already started the engine and let it warm up a little bit. I've got a catch pan underneath. Okay, I just thought I'd mention these Polaris plastic tanks are notorious for leaking. I don't know if you can see that brass insert. If you over tighten your plug, you can see I've got my plug all cleaned up too. If you over tighten your plug, you can break that insert loose and you'll have one of the notorious oil leaks for these machines. Mine was leaking when I got it, and it's still leaking, so I might try a big hose washer or something sometime. Okay, so you just want to snug that up. You've got a plastic washer on your drain plug as well. Okay, so on to the oil filter. Give it a grab with two hands. They do have a tool for this, but you should be able to do it with your hands as long as you didn't go animal when you put it on the last time you changed it. Move my catch pan over. Okay, so we're on the right hand side of the machine. There's the pull starter. I'm going to go right straight back. You can see I've got a wrench on it. It's a 14mm, and it's right straight up there. This is one of those cases where a ratcheting box end wrench would come in handy. I don't have one, so I'm just going to wind it out a little at a time. I assume once I get it out a little ways, I'll get it out by hand. So let's give it a shot here. It's going to be one of those ones I'll probably get oil all down my hand, but that's alright. It's coming, I can feel it. Okay, you can get a visual inspection of where that is from the side here as well. So when it comes time to thread it back in, I don't know if you can see that or not. Alright, there it is. You can see where the plug is. So that'll help when it comes time to pop that plug back in. Once I get it started, I'll just snug it up. I'll clean it up as best I can before I put the plug back in also. Alright. Alright, so that can be kind of a bugger to get in there. I just wanted to show you that you can reach your fingers in this way and get to it as well as underneath. And I'm just winding it in by hand until I feel resistance, and then I'll take a wrench and snug it up. A lot of people probably don't bother doing this, but like I said, if you're going to change the oil, might as well get all the old stuff out. Alright, I'm going to snug that up. Okay, last but not least, you've got to pull the oil delivery hose from the tank and that fitting because there's a screen in there. So I don't think I'm going to be able to hold the camera. Okay, so once you get that loosened up with a wrench, she'll get it out by hand. Show you what this thing looks like here. Okay, so that's not too bad. I'll clean it up anyways. I'll spray some, electronics cleaner or brake cleaner on it, some kind of solvent. I'll clean up the threads and put some new Teflon tape on there and wind that back in. You know, if you do this every time, it should look like this, but you definitely wouldn't want to pull it out and see that it was clogged up. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that out and put it all back together and fill her up with oil. It takes about 2 quarts of oil, and we're done.